All, can someone
Good
please
afternoon.
confirm if you guys can hear me and see my
Good
screen?
afternoon. Yeah.
Okay, great. I see a good quorum today. We have enough people to get started. So let's not wait and get started. Uh, I hope and sincerely hoping you guys did watch those videos. Did spend some time to figure out those videos or to uh, select those videos. Those are very small videos and they have explained networking in very basic manner and good manner, which will definitely help you to understand the basics of networking. Without which we will not be understand the Azure networking. So I hope you guys watched the video. Anyone who did not watch the video, feel free. Yeah, guys, feel free to share it if you have not watched. At least I can cover those things. But I'm really expecting, I'm hoping you guys to watch them. But still, if you have not watched it, please let me know. If you don't want to say it here, ping me on Zoom or wherever you want. But let me know if you have not watched it. So anyone, guys, who did not watch those videos?
Sohil,
Yes.
Sohil,
I haven't
I
watched
have
it
not
yet.
watched the video. I'm so sorry. I was stuck in my work, and
Okay.
I have not watched. But I will watch today.
Okay, so guys, please make sure you watch those videos. It will clear the understanding of networking, and once you know that, then only you will understand the network in cloud. And before we proceed, I checked all the work you have done on VMSS. It was good work from all of you. I hardly have to give feedback to any one of you. I saw everything was done. Few of you asked me a question that can we get that software from where we can boost the CPU. I wanted to reply, share this software details and link, etc. However, I did not get time. But the thing is that you don't really have to do that because I checked your setup and I'm sure it is correct. And when you go to reality, you never have to do that. That is when application hits, and even if the application team wants to do the testing, they will make sure that somehow they manage to uh, get the CPU to 100% or to the threshold what you have selected. Application will do it, so no one is going to ask you that question, and no one is going to ask the details about it. Hence I did not focus on that. Apart from that, what I wanted you to learn from that session, it's how to understand the criteria and how to utilize it and how to deploy it on portal, which I think you guys did well. The other thing, machine using PowerShell. On this one, I think many of you missed. You guys did not work on that, did not create it. So whoever is pending with that, I'm requesting all of you to do that and create virtual machine using PowerShell. Uh, Here, I guess Nirmal created a machine using PowerShell. Apart from that, she searched a script by herself and created a resource group. So I really appreciate that. And I'm expecting you people also to do that. People
Thank
who
you.
have access on resource on subscription level as an owner or contributor, you guys can do it. Others, you will not be able to create any resource group, but you can still run the script. Look at that, how it works. And people who have access, please try to do this. Okay? At least you will get an idea of it, how it works. Though it's very simple, it's not a big deal, it's very simple. You just have to keep focus on that. You read it and it's very simple, self-explanatory. Okay? So try doing that once, and you can create your own resources. It's not always that you have to wait for my task or homework or something like that. You can simply create whatever you want, create it, delete it using PowerShell, and twice and thrice you have to do it. We are not focusing on PowerShell more. I told you I still expect you to do all these tasks using portal, because once you do it on portal, you will understand, you will see 10 extra options, you will have questions, you will google that, and you will remember them well. In PowerShell you don't even come to know. Try creating a machine using PowerShell and try creating a machine on portal, and you will see the difference between the learning output. Maybe it's same, but the difference which you get in learning, that is different, and we are focusing on GUI as of now. One more thing, guys, these questions and tasks which I send you on the WhatsApp is just to let you know that this is what we have, but I put them here in a proper manner. So I expect you to follow this one note from here. See, it has very clearly, just imagine when I send it on WhatsApp, the formatting and everything, this bold and everything, it will be gone. And if you try to create a machine or try to use a PowerShell using this script, you won't even come to understand that where is the script, which are the comment, which is the script, what do you have to do. You won't even understand. So do not rely on WhatsApp. I have been telling you from this from day one. First thing, do not attend sessions on mobile. You will not understand what is going on. By the way, today we have a big cursor, and still if you're not able to see it properly, let me know. I can change the color. Okay, so you will not be able to read it properly. You will not be able to understand it properly. Where am I clicking? What is happening? Then you're just wasting your time. Don't do that, guys. uh, Watch it on a big screen so you understand where am I clicking. When it comes to this these tasks, open it on a laptop, open it in OneNote. The link is already there in our WhatsApp group, the first link. You guys have read only access to this one, so you will at least know that what needs to be done, how to check PowerShell version, what are the comments, what are the actual commands, and how to create this. And when you do it on phone, and if you think you will simply type it, it won't work. And even if you try to copy paste from phone, it won't work in a smoother manner. So I would request you to use this one. Plus, this is an online version. Let's say while sending it, it happened while when I was sending VMS's task to you guys. Instead of writing availability zone, I copied it from the first one, and it had availability set. I sent that on the WhatsApp, but later the moment I realized, or someone I think someone told me, so I came here and I changed. But later people were asking me question about availability set, and they had still they have confusion about it, that I don't see any availability set in VMSs. So I simply had to tell them that was my mistake. So it's a humble request that you always follow this WhatsApp messages. It's just to let you know, okay, this is what we have for today. So you should know, you can manage your time. कि यार आज ज्यादा questions दिख रहे हैं, maybe today I can see 10-12 questions and 2 tasks, so I'll spend 2 hours, or I will spare 1 hour for this. It is only for that purpose. But whenever you're performing some practical, make sure you come to OneNote and you follow uh, the parameters and everything from here. Here, if I see something incorrect even after sending it, then I make sure that I correct it from here, right? So please follow OneNote here. Under OneNote, this document you are following Azure Final Doc with scenario, and under this one you are following August 2023 batch question answers and scenario. This is the sorry, question answer and task. This is the page we are talking about. So I hope this is good for everyone now. Let's get started with network, unless you guys have any questions, any doubts. Not a networking topic, whatever you have learned on in those videos. If you have any questions, please park them as of now. We'll get started with the topic and then we'll take your questions. Do you have any questions on the topics which we have covered already, which you think we need to revise or redo it before we switch to a next segment? People who have missed the session, I'm not talking about you guys, please watch the video, try it once. If it doesn't work, then maybe I'll redo that session again. Apart from that, any questions do you have, guys? We are done with our compute section completely. The compute segment has been completed. All these practice we have done, theory, everything. Availability zone, availability set, load balancer is yet to do. It's pending, so don't worry. Then virtual machine scale set, how to change disk, how to increase the disk, how to change the size of virtual machine, what is the status, etc. We have done everything. Do you guys have any questions in this? Redeploy, reapply, how to reset password, what is serial console. Any doubts, any questions in these topics, guys? Should I take that as a no? Do you have any doubts, guys? Anisa, Ganesh, Iram, Nazneen,
No,
Riyan. I'm just taking
nothing
random
from my
names, guys. But anyone has, please feel free to. Because now we are not going back to compute. Once we get started with network, we are not going back to compute. And that it should not be the case that when we are learning network, you're good at networking and then you're forgetting compute. We are learning these segments in isolation. However, you will have to understand all of them in a combination. Then only you will be able to give some solution or work on Azure. You will be called Azure administrator, and later on you can go towards architect level. But if you don't understand them well, it won't help you. So I'll take this as a no, that every one of you you understood it well. Okay, let's get started then. So when we talk about network, before I come to Azure networking, we'll discuss some basic things of networking. Right? I'll start asking questions because I've shared videos with you guys, and I am sincerely hoping you guys went through. Apart from these two confirmations, uh, these guys did not watch the videos, and so we have 24 people. Two confirmed they did not watch the video, so I'm expecting answers from remaining 22 people. Right? So what kind of IP addresses do we have? Versions of IP addresses.
IPv4 and IPv6, two
Correct.
versions.
Okay. Just to let you know that currently we are using IPv4. Mostly you will see IPv4. Only telecom industry nowadays they have started leveraging IPv6, but other industries you will see still with IPv4. We are going to do our course on IPv4. You will stick to IPv4 and feel free and confident to say, if your interviewer is asking, have you worked on IPv6? Feel free to say no. Trust me on that. This is not going to be a ground for rejection, because industry has not yet started using IPv6. Okay, so let's stick to IPv4. But you should know, yes, and the answer was correct. Whoever answered that, we have two versions, IPv6 and IPv4. Under IP now, all questions are related to IPv4. I'm not talking about IPv6. Uh, what are the options do we have in IPs, like classes? How many classes do we have?
Oh, A, B, C, D.
How many classes?
A, B, C, D. 4 classes.
5 classes.
Yes,
5
whoever answered
classes.
ABC, it's wrong. 4, it's wrong. Yes, we
5
have
class.
5 classes. Class A, Class B, Class C. These are the classes which we use. We have Class D and Class E, but Class D, it's reserved for research and development purpose, and E for broadcasting purpose. So we are not even discussing them. Mostly we use Class A, Class B, and Class C. What are the types of, not version, what are the types do we have in this IP addresses? Two types of IP address we have. What are those types?
Private and public.
Private and public, right? Are these two different ranges, that public कुछ अलग ही है, private कुछ अलग है, or everything it's between that range, और उसी में segregation कर रखा है? Let me bring one picture for you guys. Just give me a minute. Though I was hoping you will cover everything of this, but still I want to make sure that we discuss it here once. So when I say 1 to 126, is it public, is it private, or is it the whole range? What is it?
It's a private.
Okay.
It's a whole range.
Whole range of public.
Yes.
No,
Public
it's
and
private.
IP.
Wrong. Whoever said again it's private, that is wrong. Who said it's a whole range of public, that is wrong. It's a whole range of class A. इसके बीच में एक जो है ना, हमको छोटा सा सेगमेंट मिलेगा प्राइवेट का. दिस इज होल रेंज. इसी में प्राइवेट है, इसी में पब्लिक है. Got it, guys? This is the whole range of your IP, 1 to 126. Okay, then 128 to 191. It is a whole range of class B. 192 to 223. This is a whole range of class C. We are not talking about D and E. Yeah, but this is whole range. Within this, between these, you will get your private IPs. For example, 1 to 126 के बीच में एक range है, which is 10. 10 का जितना भी range है IP का, that is your private. Can someone tell me what is the private range of class B?
172.
172.16.0.0.
Yes, not only
192.
172. Right, not only 172 stuff, 172 to नहीं है, 172.16 मतलब 172.15 तक भी जो है वो आपका public में जाएगा. Okay, don't worry guys, you don't have to remember all these numbers. I'm just doing an ice breaking session with networking. ये कोई numbers आपको याद नहीं रखने हैं. इसके बाद जो मैं आपको CIDR बताने वाला हूँ, you don't have to remember anything of this. You just have to understand the approach. Even if you don't remember it, it's okay, but you should know कि इनका मेथड क्या है, मैकेनिज्म क्या है, that you should understand. Later on you will get many calculators online, IP calculator, public, private. आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, maybe you can save this table with you. I can share a better table than this. Maybe let's have a look at this one. Here it is. Look at this. 126 से जो है ये आपका 1 to 126, ये पूरा एड्रेस इसने दे दिया. That when I say 1 to 126, this is what it means. It's in a better manner. If you want, we can get a better version. इससे भी better version मिल जाएगा जहाँ पे private IP को भी segregate करके दे दिया जाएगा. You can save it, you can refer it whenever you want. So do not focus on numbers. Do not waste. I will use this word waste your energy and time on remembering all these numbers. Try and focus to understand the approach and the concept of networking. Okay. So when I say by the way, I am hoping that all of you know that we have IP address of 32-bit. Each optect, this is called optect. एक जो dots के पहले है, this is called optect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or you call it blocks or whatever you want. Okay. So it's a 32-bit IP address जो 4 में हमेशा divide होगा. So the first IP address is 1 dot, though it starts with 0, but 0 we use it for something else. So we are not discussing that. 1.0.0.0 to 126.125 126.255.255.255. This is the range of class A. Hence we read it from 1 to 126. This is how we read it. Let me get the annotation. This is how we are reading it, that 1 to 126. But what exactly it means? That IP from 1.0.0.0 to 126.255.255.255, it is class A. Now let me quickly open Paint or maybe Notepad, and I'll show it to you that how this is being calculated. So if I say this is the range, and if I want to write first IP, can someone tell me what is the next IP? Let's say I want to write complete range. It's impossible for me to write it in these 2 hours, but I just want you to get the idea. What will be the next IP? Who can tell me?
1.0.0.1.
Next.
1.0.0.2.
Okay, I hope you understood. Till what
Yes.
will be the last number of this?
1.255.255.255.
Will I directly go to 255.255.255? What will be the last number at the last optect?
1.0.0.254.
Sorry.
Then what is the next?
254.
1.0.1.0.
1 dot.
1 dot 1.
Okay.
No. 1.0. Dot 1. Dot 0.
Okay, though we do not, guys, we do not use this 0 and 255 when we go to machines, etc. Okay, we reserve those numbers. But as of now, we are not doing that. As of now, we are trying to understand things. So hence, I'm taking 0 and 255 also. Otherwise, your numbers will always start from 1 and it will always end at 254. Though the 255 is a part of that. But as of now, we are trying to understand the numbers. Okay, is this correct? This is how you said?
Yes.
Next IP. Someone else can also try. Who's that? Mudassar. Apart from Mudassar, can someone else can also try? Yes, Mudassar, you can continue, but others can also try. Yeah, next IP. What would be the next IP?
Yeah, 1.0.1.1.
Next IP.
1.0.1.2.
2. What will be the last IP of this one?
1.0. 1.0.1.255.
Okay. Now next IP.
Well, is it, sorry to interrupt. So, is it that the first and the last IP address is reserved for the subnet or for the network? What does that mean actually?
Well, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Don't worry. As of now, just focus on understanding this. We'll come to that. And you don't even have to understand. You just have to understand this sentence or the statement which you quoted. That first one is reserved for networking and last one is reserved for broadcasting. That is more than enough for you to clear the interview. Understand, guys, networking is a very deep topic and we have network engineers especially for networking. So no one is going to grill you on networking too much, but it is very important for you to understand. Right? When you go to actual environment to work, you won't even decide IP addresses because you don't have understanding of that. You will have your network engineers or architects and they will tell you which IP to be put where and what is the reason behind it. You won't even come to know. You will simply get IP address. Your job is just to go to machine and put that IP address, or you to go to portal and utilize that IP address. That is what you have to learn. So don't worry about these things. Still, we are gonna cover what does it mean when I say network. What does it mean, and broadcast? What does it mean? We'll do that. Yes. What will be the next one, guys?
1.0.
Hmm.
2.0.
Okay. Got it, guys? ये कहाँ तक जाएगा? What is the last one for this? If I want the last
1.0.
IP.
1.0.2.255.
चलो वो भी हो रहा है 255 वगैरह. ये कब तक चलता रहेगा? सब 3 वाला. इसका लास्ट क्या होगा? थर्ड ऑप्टेक्ट का लास्ट क्या होगा?
255 last.
255.
So this is how it will look. Got it, guys? And if I continue,
Yes.
it will be like this. इसका लास्ट होगा आपका. This is how it will look. Got it? और ये एक कहाँ तक जाएगा? The first object कहाँ तक जाएगा? Is it correct? We're talking about class 1. Is this correct IP?
No.
So what will be the last one here? If I keep on
125.
increasing this.
126.
126. So got it, guys? When I say the range is from 1 to 126, what does it mean? Did you understand that? Because yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
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 Okay, now we are not doing that for class B and class C. I hope you understood it well. And when we said, see, 127 is missing. So 127 is for loop back. You don't have to understand what is loop back, but remember this sentence again. They might ask you, what is the loop back IP range, or why the 127 is reserved? It could be any question can come in any manner. So 127, it's for loop back. It's a loop back IP. And when I say 127, so what do you understand? How many IPs? Am I talking about one IP here?
No.
If I say 127 is a loop back, what do you think? How many IPs? I mean, I'm not looking for the exact number, but I hope you realize 127. When I say
Dot
127, so
0
yes,
dot 0.
I mean this, right?
Dot
255.
255.
And then it will go to 255, the third object. Then once that is done, once this is done, then it will start like this, right? Then once this is done, then it will start like this. I hope you understand it, right? How it goes. So when we say 127, we are not talking about one single IP here. It's a whole range we are talking about. Got it, guys?
Yes.
ये 127 में भी पूरा का पूरा रेंज होगा जो यहाँ से शुरू होके ये 255, ये 255 और ये 255 होने तक you can utilize those IPs. And by the way, no one asked that question, but just because we are here, 127 here, is it a part of class A or class B? Did anyone Google on that? It's a loopback IP, it's okay, but it has to be a part of something. We cannot use it, it's okay, but it has to be a part of something. Is it one class A or class B? Okay, let it be.
A.
Let's not waste time. Yeah, it is class A. It's already written here, by the way. It's class A. You don't have to worry about how, why not. It's okay. Leave it. Look at this. Class D is reserved for multicasting. We don't have to worry about it. And class E is reserved for experimental purposes. Again, we don't have to worry about it. This is class C. It starts with 192.0.0.0 and ends at 223, 255, 255, 255. So I hope this is clear for everyone.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, number of networks, how many are we getting here? These are the number of networks we are getting. So let's not get into that. You will not understand number of networks. Let me see if we have one image where we can say number of IPs we get. So you will understand which class gives you more IP. By the way, did you guys read that? Which class will give me more IPs?
A class.
Sorry, which one?
A class.
Yes. What about others, guys? Did you watch the video? Did you understand it? Not? Yes? No? Yes, guys, any doubt? Are you getting it? Are you not getting it? Apart from Mudassir, I do not see anyone else answering. I hope this is being clear to everyone, right? Because if you don't understand this, guys, you will not understand the next practical which we are going to do on portal. So if you have not read it, you want time, maybe I can take some other topic today and you can again read it, but do not skip those videos, please. Let's say if this picture gives me a good idea, how many networks am I getting, how many IPs I'm getting here. Here it is. So this is these many host am I getting. This is not the IPs, these are the host. Again, if you don't understand it, let it be. Next thing, can class A, if I have a machine in class A, can that machine speak or can that machine ping? Now, whenever I say speak, it means ping, and ping means communication. Let me open this for you. By the way, this is VGO, Microsoft VGO. Like we have Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint. Similarly, we have Microsoft Visio. This is, you will see, especially being used in clouds, and it can be used for several professionals. But in cloud, we can use this, and you will get this kind of diagram from your architect team. Okay, this kind of diagrams you will get. So my question here was, if I have a machine in class A and another machine in class B, can they communicate with each other or not? Not talking about Azure, simply whatever videos you have watched. Based on that, I'm
No.
asking.
No.
No.
Okay. So interclass, no, they will not be able to communicate. Now let's quickly discuss why do we have these classes and etc. Why are we talking about it? Let me open Paint. Okay, why not to simply have all these IPs in one class and just start distributing? Why not to do that? So when I divide the network, what happens? Let's say this is class A, class B, and class C. When I divide the network, I'm talking about on-prem. Okay, guys, we are not yet on cloud, but methods are same. Maybe a few words will change here and there, but methods are same. So when I talk about networks, when I have multiple networks, what I can do is I can control my traffic, control the incoming traffic, outgoing traffic. Let's say if I put all of them in same class, let's say I did not have any classes, etc., nothing. All my machines, all my users, everything is in class A. All the IPs, everything is in class A. And now in that, I have a team of legal team. I have an HR team. I have an admin team. I have team of managers. I have team of partners. I have team of architect. I have team of engineers. I have team of housekeeping. I have a team of customer care, call center, etc. It's a huge number of teams I have in my company. So if I put all of them in one network, then what will be the difficulty is that I want few of them. For example, I want HR people to have access to Naukri.com, but I do not want my operations team to have access to Naukri.com. I want my IT team to have access to YouTube.com, but I do not want my HR people to have access to YouTube.com. I want my senior management team, they want that they should have access to everything, but they do not want this access for everyone else. Then it becomes very difficult for anyone to give these accesses. You cannot do it on individual basis. Now we are just talking about users. What will happen when we start putting computers in these networks? Then computer पे भी हम लोगों को ये करना पड़ेगा. So it's impossible to do that on uh, होस्ट लेवल और पीसी लेवल और यूजर लेवल कि एक एक यूजर को हम जाकर एक्सेस देंगे. दैट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. सो हाउ डू वी डू दैट? We achieve that using network. For example, if I have all of these in this class A and I want to give some access, let's say I want to give YouTube access to these users. So every user to whom I want YouTube access, I am going to put them here in this IP range. And here somewhere, and you could use anything. You could use a firewall, you can use other services, whichever service. Using those services, you can allow YouTube or deny YouTube. Let's say here I have allowed YouTube. YouTube allowed. This one, it's my call center thing. I do not want them to access YouTube. Similarly, I'm going to put all the computers, all the users here, and I'm saying no YouTube. Okay. This is my legal team. I want some policy for them, but now these are only 3 classes. What happen if I have a 4th team? Where will I fit them? Let's say here I wanted YouTube allowed, here I wanted no YouTube, and here I wanted no Facebook policy. Fine. No Facebook. It's okay. Now I have a 4th team, and I have such condition which will not fit anywhere. That okay, I want them to have Facebook, so I can't put them in class C. I don't want to have to them. I don't want them to have YouTube, so I can't put them in class B. But I want them to have etc. ABC, something. Let's say, so which cannot be fit in 3 sessions, or maybe just 3 classes. You will see n number of conditions. Printer का access होना चाहिए, नौकरी का access होना चाहिए, banking का access होना चाहिए, sales वाले website का access होना चाहिए, किस तरह के domain का, ticket portal का access होना चाहिए. I have another team जिनको ticket portal का भी access होना चाहिए. So where will I allow that ticket portal? Let's say I have one admin team, and they do ticketing and everything for on-site visit, client, hotel booking, etc. They do that. This is the team. They take care of that. I want that access to be given to them. But similar access, I do not want to give to anyone, not even to my senior manager. I mean, it's their decision. Let's say management has decided कि ticket portal का access किसी को नहीं मिलना चाहिए, including us. So they can't access it. Class B cannot access it. Class C cannot access it. So where will I put this team then? This is the question which comes, and it's a nothing new. It's there from a long time. So what we do, we break these classes. Then we deal with classless IPs. We deal with classless IPs, which is also called CIDR, CIDR. Again, I'm telling you guys, whatever we are reading here, you do not have to mug it up. You do not have to understand it fully, but you should know the concept. You should know the details of it. Not in very detailed manner. You're not the network engineer, but you should know there is such thing called classless IPs. Okay, and it's called CIDR. What is CIDR? It's classless inter-domain routing. What does it do? What will it do? Now here, if I have allotted class A to this one, how many IPs am I getting in class A? We did not search that, right? How many IPs will we get in class A? Anyone knows? It was there in that video.
I think 16 million.
Yes, approximately 16 million. Do you think I will have 16 million users in any team, or do I have 16 million teams? Any company, let's take a biggest company. Do you think they will have such huge numbers, 16 million?
No.
No. So if I use class A and put only 1,000 users, I have wasted remaining of the IPs. Wasted as in either I can use it with this condition or I cannot use it. It's not like that कि मैं इनको यहाँ से बाहर निकाल के कहीं पर और use कर लूंगा. With classes I'm talking about. With this picture, if I have used class A here, I've used 16 million IPs and actually utilized only thousands of them, and remaining all are unassigned, and I cannot put a new user and machine over there. Why? Because it says YouTube allowed, and I do not want these guys to access YouTube. Got it, guys? Did you understand the concept with why do we have classes and etc.? Then in class B, how many IP addresses do we have in class B? Anyone knows?
6,550.
Somewhere 16,384, right? 18,000 somewhere, let's say 17,000. Again, I don't have those many IP, I don't have those many employees, I don't have those many teams. But because I used class B here, all my IPs are wasted. Wasted as in either you use them with these conditions or you don't use them. Within a class, I cannot do this, for this particular IP, YouTube should be accessible. For that particular IP, it should not be accessible. That I cannot do. In this picture I'm talking about. Similarly, same thing applies to class C. So to get rid of it, what are we doing? We do uh, this one, CIDR. CIDR is a concept which is classless interdomain routing. In that we break the classes, that from class A, I want to use only 1000 IPs. So I'm gonna use class A and only 1000 IPs. Then again, I will use class A and I'm gonna use 1000 IPs. So I can break that and then utilize and make more network and then utilize it based on the team. So take away from this session, it's why do we require different networks and what is the method to break the network. You don't have to understand how to do it. It's fairly simple when we go to portal. You will see it in front of your eyes. But you should remember the answer. It's CIDR, classless interdomain routing, right? And why do we need it? Just to manage traffic or have the control on your traffic, that which site should be accessible to which team, which site should not be accessible to which team. I hope this is clear. We have only 40 seconds left. I will stop the session and see you guys at 14:45 using the same link. If you guys have any questions, we'll take that as soon as we start the session. Meanwhile, you can search for CIDR or basic things, whatever you want. Let's see you in at 14:45 using the same link.